Very excited to announce that I'm going to be doing another webinar with the Clip Studio Paint folks. I did one of these in the past, and I wanted to let you know that this coming Thursday, March 28th at 11 a.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be doing another hour-long webinar. I'm going to be showing a lot of my coloring techniques for comic coloring in Clip Studio Paint. So if you're interested in learning more about that process, then come and join us. You can go to the Graphicsly site, or you can also go to Clip Studio as well and be able to find the registration form. So I don't know if you actually have to register or not. I think you do if you want to be there for the actual webinar. You have to register. So you can go to the website and you can click and register here and put your information in, your email address in, and then click the register button. And I actually don't know exactly how it works, but you can read it. You can read about it and figure it out. And if you're interested in coming, so I hope to see you there. And what's great about these webinars is not only do I get to share a lot of tips and tricks about how I work, and this time in particular, I've got some really cool stuff to share, which I'll cover in just a second. But very cool thing about the webinar is that you get to interact with people who are giving the webinar and ask questions in real time as work is being done. So as I'm showing off these techniques, you can ask questions about how I'm doing what I'm doing, and if there's anything that you miss along the way. Like, for example, when I'm watching a tutorial, there's always something that happens where I have a question that comes up for something that the artist is doing, but because it's not live, I can't ask the question in real time, and I end up getting confused about some small aspect of what they're doing. So this is an opportunity to interact in real time. And as far as the topics that I'm going to be covering, as I said, it's comic coloring, but it's also some other cool stuff where kind of more specifically to my technique and what I'm using with ukulele and the Crackle to get the really intense, vivid, and almost kind of clay-like look that I'm going for with the work. And a lot of that comes down to using a technique I call ambient occlusion, which I'm going to talk about in the webinar. Of course, ambient occlusion, for those who are familiar, is actually a CG term, but I've sort of adopted it, and I'm using a similar logic to how I'm getting shadows into recessed areas of shapes and things like that. So there's going to be that amongst a lot of other little tips and techniques, and you can learn all about my coloring style. So anyway, like I said, go and go to the Graphicsly website. It's Graphicsly with an XLY at the end, and graphicsly.com. And if you go here and you click in, let's see, I think if you go to the blog, it'll be right here under the featured posts. And like I said, you can just click here to register. So anyway, hope to see you there, and ask your questions, and it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks.